Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. And in this hour of the program, I want to talk with you a little bit about, well, I 101, but specifically about whether you've ever told a chick she's being 101. I dated a chick. This goes back now, and she knows who she is. I dated a chick almost 4 years ago who we went out once for drinks, second time for drinks, third time we're about to go out. And here's what she says to me before we go out. She says, this 101 stuff, like this 3-date rule, you don't really believe that, do you? And I said, yes, I do. And she's like, come on, you don't really believe that. And I said, yes, I do. So she says, so if I don't put out tonight, you won't see me anymore? I said, 10-4. And she said, what happens if I don't know you well enough yet? And here's what I said to her. I said, if you don't know me well enough, then submit any questions you have to be in writing. Oh, I'll answer anything. You just email them to me, or you can phone me up and I'll write the responses. You don't have to go out with me until you know everything you need to know. I don't know why you keep going out with me. Why should we be spending all this money on martinis and dinner and all that stuff if you don't plan to have sex with me? Here's the bottom line. If it's because you don't know enough about me, just ask. If you want to submit your questions to me in writing, I will submit responses within 24 hours. I will tell you anything you want to know. You will be fully briefed before we have sex. But if that's the reason you're not having sex with me, then I'm telling you right now, 3 strikes, you're out. We went out. She didn't put out. I didn't see her. And that was that. Oh, she called me. Yes, she called me several times after that. Yeah, well, I got one call in a drunken stupor where she was calling me to say, come on over right now, okay, you know, when you want sex, come on over. Yeah, I got one of those calls. She was like drunk and reflective and probably feeling sorry for herself. Other calls inviting me out for drinks. Other calls inviting to pay for my drinks. But I was out. Out! And essentially I told her she'd been 101. That simple. Now, 101 has a variety of rules and regulations, and you've all been informed about those over time. But there are people out there who still, at this point in time, are embarrassed about 101, or they're not sure, they feel good about it. It's being mean, it's being an a-hole, it's being a jerk. Yet there are the competent sorts out there who not only use 101, but if a chick says, hey, why are you being like this? They tell them. You know, they say, 3 strikes, you're out. Or they say, because I don't spend more than $40 on a date. Right? Or they say, I'm getting up and leaving because I don't stay overnight. I mean, whether you told them about 101 specifically, or whether you just specifically told them that you have rules for yourself, regulations for yourself, things you absolutely positively will do or absolutely positively won't do. I'm wondering if you've ever done that. I am wondering if you have ever told somebody that essentially, whether you use the term 101 or not, but whether you've told them they were being 101. And what kind of reaction you got. Also, ladies, I wonder, I've seen a lot of emails on Craigslist lately. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen, and listeners have been pointing this stuff out to me, and I've been checking it out. A number of women have been cluelessly asking questions like this on Craigslist. They say things like, I've been going out to dinner with guys in L.A., and they order nothing but salad. What's wrong with these guys? Or, I've been going out with guys, and they're so cheap. I can't figure out that they're suddenly getting cheaper. And these emails particularly come from Seattle and Los Angeles. Certain number from Dallas. And then somebody fills them in that they've been 101. You know, that they got a little 101 there. So, ladies, I'm wondering if you are one of those. Like, maybe you didn't know who I was or what 101 was, but you were on a date, and somebody did something that puzzled you, confused you, enraged you. And later on, you found out it was a 101 rule that you were the victim of. So whether you have told a chick she's been 101 or whether you have been 101, I'd like to hear from you.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I rarely listen to you. My husband is a huge fan. Every time we get in the car, it changes to your station, and we have to listen to Tom.
Oh, I hate that.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
$1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Have you ever 101'd a chick and told her? Ladies, have you ever been 101? Alan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay, Alan.
This just happened to me like 10 minutes before you brought up the subject. I was on the phone with this girl, and I told her when I met her at this Halloween party about Tom Leykis, Leykis 101, and that you had to put out after the third date. And so she said to me today, she goes, "Are you serious about that third date rule?" And I go, "Yes." I go, "So when do you want to get together?" She goes, "Well, okay, well, let's get together for our first date on so-and-so." So I laid it out up front. She knows what's expected of her. If it doesn't happen by the third date, it's over.
Great.
And
it makes things so much easier. I don't see why people wouldn't all want to do that, really.
Well, I mean, why waste time with somebody that you're not going to be, attracted to? I was just on Blind Date today. Okay.
The TV show Blind Date.
The TV show Blind Date.
Yeah.
And, and the girl there was just, bizarro. But, as long as you let women know up front that you need to do this, that you need to sleep with me after 3 dates or sooner, and make that ahead up front, they know what to expect. Yeah,
then they're not wasting their time either. I mean, it's to everybody's benefit.
Right. Why waste your time? I mean, hey, I know after a third date, I know that I like you. After the first date, I know I like you. I don't want to go out with you if I'm not, considering having sex.
If you were not attracted to a woman, you would not invite her out on a date, period.
Exactly.
So you know before the first date that you want to have sex with her. You know that already.
Before I met her, I wanted to have sex with her.
That's right.
And if it takes 3 dates to get to that point, if that makes her feel better, then that's fine. But between 1 and 3 dates, if she doesn't do it by the third date, she's gone.
Makes a lot of sense to me, Alan.
You're the man.
Thanks a lot for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to James on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah, what's happening, Tom?
Not much, James.
Yeah, man, mine's the same way, man. I met this chick, man, you know what I'm saying, I've been knowing her for about 5 days, man. You know what I'm saying? We talked, we clicked and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, we go out for drinks. Bam, we go out for drinks. Second time, we go out for drinks again. Third time, you know what I'm saying, she already know because I already told her the rules and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, man, she tried to snake me. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give her a kiss, you know what I'm saying, to let her know, hey, you know what I'm saying, you know where this is going to. And she snaked me, man.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So she was just like, you know what I'm saying, oh, well, why did why are you not calling me and this and that? And I'm like, man, come on, you know what I mean? I just done told you what it is, you know what I'm saying? If you're not putting out, then I'm gone, you know what I mean? 2 tears in the bucket.
Uh-huh.
You know? These chicks is crazy out here, man.
You got to tell them.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, I'm not trying to sit there and spend all my money and stuff on these bras, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So, if I buy me a drink, you know what I'm saying, my drink is $12. Hey, hers got to be $3, you know what I'm saying? I'm spending it on myself, you dig?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, for real, man.
Our money is ours. That's it.
Exactly, dog. Exactly. Well, I was just calling up here, man. It's good to talk to you, man. I've been listening to you, dog, for about 4 months, man.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying? You telling these dudes the real, you know what I mean?
James, you can call me anytime. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I just wanted to say I've been a long-time listener, first-time caller, and I utilize your lessons all the time. In fact, recently I was told a a girlfriend of mine, I asked her what the difference between a prostitute and a girlfriend was, and I asked her, I said, if I took you out on the first date, would I have to pay? She goes, yeah. I said, but would you put out? She goes, well, and I said, well, tell me the difference between that and a prostitute. Guaranteed prostitute, I get it, no matter what. And she was like, oh, I guess that's true, huh? but it's, you know, I mean, your lessons really mean it. I mean, why spend a lot of money if they're not going to put out, or if they're going to put out, why spend the $200 on dinner? It's crazy.
That's exactly right.
You know, and I've talked to, you know, the reason why I don't live with women is partly what you talk about. Years ago, I remember you had on the show a guy that was living with a girl and some kids, and you asked him, how much rent do you pay? And he said half. He goes, well, why don't you pay a quarter? And the guy just was clueless to the idea that he should only pay for a portion of living there. And I was like, there it is. It was like so wide open instantly. You're logical. I mean, straight out logical.
Now, when you tell this stuff to chicks, how do they react?
You know what? When you really put it down on paper, they can't argue it.
Yeah.
At first, when I say Tom Leykis, they go, oh, yeah, and I'm all, but think about it. Think about the logic in it. Think about the reality of it. And a lot of them say, you know what? You're right. You know, it's a great way to bring up a discussion. I've brought it up many times in groups to say, hey, I was listening to Tom Leykis today, and this is what he talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great as a debate method, you know, to get somebody's true opinion out of things.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, I think there was a show about 2 months ago about cheating, about, you know, would you cheat and, you know, going out and dancing with other guys. And I brought it up to the girl I was dating, and she's like, what? She just said, you know what? It's true. You know, we can, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want to see it, but girls play that two-sided game all the time.
That's right.
So, but I just want to say I appreciate everything that you say, and I truly do follow up on your lessons.
I love that, David. Thank you for that. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's John on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Great.
Just driving here, listening to some of these guys calling in and listening to some of the dialogue here, and I can't believe it, what I'm hearing.
What can't you believe?
Well, I mean, all these guys calling about the 3-date nonsense and spending money and listen, if half the guys, maybe if they want to spend money on their girlfriends or their potential girlfriends and maybe get a little bit of education, maybe go to the dental hygienist every 6 months. I mean, these guys, I don't know what they're doing with their money.
Well, maybe they're putting it in mutual funds or stocks like I do.
I'll tell you right now.
I mean, what do you think? Money is just made to burn? I take my money and I put it away and I invest it. I'm a self-made millionaire.
Yeah, I don't know, Tom. I mean, that's what you say, but it remains to be seen.
Oh, pal, please. You know what? You're so full of crap. Believe me, my income tax records are a matter of public record with the Internal Revenue Service. Believe me, I have a 7-figure income, and I have for years.
Yeah, so do I. I'm an entrepreneur.
And by the way, I don't drive a Testarossa, and I don't live in a $37 million mansion. I invest what I make.
Well,
I don't waste it on chicks.
If you do, that's fine, but let's just pump up the economy here. I mean, you can't spend nothing for
No, I think suckers like you should spend everything on chicks and spend it at companies that I'm invested in, okay?
You're going to try and tell me you're going to go out with a lady that you're attracted to, and you're not going to spend more than $40. That's
correct.
If she wants to order a dinner or something like that, you're going to say, I'm sorry.
She will not be at a restaurant with an entree that costs more than $40. I can tell you right now.
Listen, you're a hockey fan, right? I mean,
yes, I am.
Hockey games.
Yes, I am.
And I haven't seen you with a hot chick like you say you do.
Pal, why would I waste a hockey game on a hot chick?
But you're with another lady. It's one of your ex-wives, dude. Come on.
Oh, please. You know what? You're so full of crap. The bottom line here, John, is that what we do here is we don't waste our money on chicks because we don't have to. Chicks will put out whether or not you spend money on them. It's amazing. Sure, they'd like you to spend money on them, and sure, they'll try to convince you to do it. But if they really like you, they'll have sex with you anyway, and you don't need to spend the money. So if you want to waste your money on stuff like that, you go right ahead. David on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, David.
You know, whenever I meet a girl, when I ask her out for a first date, it's usually always during the middle of the week.
Uh-huh.
And I always let them know that, no, we can't do it on the weekends. I'm too busy. I got too many things going on. And then what I do is I always during the date I always bring up the fact that I'm a busy man. I don't have a lot of time to wait around, and I usually put it on her. I said, you know, have you ever gone out with a guy that you have no intention of having sex with? And 99% of the time they always say yes.
Yeah.
And I always say, well, you know what? I said, I'd never ask a girl out that I don't want to have sex with.
No man does.
Exactly. And sometimes the reactions from these women, that it's almost like they've never heard this before, and I'm surprised about it. But I always let them know that, you know what, if you're not going to put out by the third date, there won't be a fourth.
And what do they say when you tell them that?
Well, I had one girl that didn't believe me. She goes, now you're going to ask me out again. And I said, well, if that's what you think, don't wait for another date.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and sure enough, she calls back, and I always when I saw her name come up on the caller ID, I always let the answering machine pick up, and I never returned any of her phone calls. And then I met her, I saw her again at a friend of mine's party, and she says, you never call me. And I said, you said you weren't going to have sex with me in 3 dates. I hit it that night. and then I never called her back again.
I love that.
That's fantastic. Some of these women, I think a lot of these women they don't know how to deal with a man who stands up for himself.
Well, because so many guys just bend over and take it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're used to that.
And then when they find a man that's not like that, it piques their interest, and then they can't get enough of you.
Unbelievable. David, thank you. Eric on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's the deal, Eric?
You're Eric. I'm Tom.
I mean, yeah, Tom, a little nervous. How you doing?
That's okay, Eric. What's up?
Yeah, man, this situation, man, I couldn't even actually wait for the third date. What happened with me is, you know, I was keeping this girl out for a while at my job, and, you know, I approached her, and, you know, I got her phone number, basically, and I waited a week to call. I didn't want to seem too anxious or anything.
Right.
And the first date, I really played, like, the real nonchalant role, you know, because they really like that. And basically, you know, I got to take her out on the second date.
Right.
So, you know, on the second date, you know, I spent a little bit over $40. I think I might have spent like $65.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was holding her hands, had my arm around her and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, she told me how she wants to move really, really slow. And, you know, she's from, that's how the Southern Sisters do it. So, you know, after spending $65, I felt used. That she basically told me this when I dropped her off.
Yeah.
And I was so upset, man. I drove a few blocks, and I called her on my cell phone, and I said, you know what? Could we end up going Dutch? Could I have half of the money back I spent today? Yeah, man. She felt so crazy. She only gave me $10, saying she didn't expect.
I like to move slow with my wallet. I tell you what. I like to move slow with my wallet.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she was shocked. She came down with her mouth open, was like, are you serious? I said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these sucker guys, you know. She didn't appreciate that, dude. But I felt so much better. My friends still can't believe it to this day. I asked her for half of the money back.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
They just don't get it. They just don't get it. You know what? If a woman told me she wanted to move slow, I'd say, well, that's great. We should get to know each other. Here's my email address. Anything you need to know, you just drop me a line. And then when you feel you know enough about me, we'll get back together again.
Exactly. You know, the thing about it, man, is this girl wasn't even all that. That's what really pissed me off.
Yeah.
You know, she was definitely hittable, but she wasn't like no Beyonce or anything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what really pissed me off. That was my situation.
Unbelievable. Eric, thank you for that story. Amazing stuff. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Carrie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, it's Terry, actually.
What is it?
Terry with a T.
Oh, Terry. Okay, I read. Dino heard Carrie, but it's Terry. Okay.
I just wanted to say I've never been 101'd, and it's probably because I've made it my personal business to understand men and why they do the things that they do, and check myself when I do certain things that I probably shouldn't do to a man.
Right.
And basically, you know, when you say that a woman will put out whether you spend any money or not, that's very true.
Yeah.
But what men have to realize is that if a woman expects you to spend money, it's because she she feels you have to work a little bit harder because you just don't look good enough to get any just yet.
Well, guess what? If I don't look good enough, then maybe you shouldn't be with me. If I have to spend money to look better, I'm with the wrong person. And I'm not going to spend the rest of my life spending money to keep somebody with me, and they don't like me.
That's true. But you have some guys that really aren't, you know, pretty. They're not good-looking guys, and they expect you to treat them a certain way. And that's more than fine because everyone thinks that they're beautiful no matter what. But understand that if a woman is expecting you to spend money or if she doesn't understand by the third date, it's because there's something about you that she just really...
Then she shouldn't be going out with you.
And he shouldn't be going out with you. I agree. But I'm trying to get the men to understand...
I mean, that's the thing. Why would a woman go out with a guy she's not attracted to?
Because she's probably just looking for a meal.
That's my point.
She's looking for a meal. You know, for me...
That's my point.
Cook dinner for you. If I want you enough, I'll invite you over and make dinner for you.
Well, that's my point.
If I want you enough.
That's my point. Well, you're making my point. You're making my point for me.
Yeah, exactly. And but guys, you know, they say these chicks don't understand. They understand it very well. They're just playing stupid, or you know, their mother told them, "You make sure that man spends money on you." You know, but it really doesn't matter. You know, and trying to get with the rich guy just because he's rich doesn't mean you're going to be rich. So I don't even fall for it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, many women do fall for that, by the way. But
no,
I'm glad to hear it's not you.
Yeah, I had a friend who's a car hop. I'm like, sweetie, you'll never drive that car. I understand that. Get your own. And that's just how it is. But I really enjoy listening to your show. You know, a lot of my friends beg to differ. They go, you listen to him? I'm like, yeah, you know, from time to time, why not? It's good information. And, you know, I think as men and women, we all, you know, my philosophy is that men are dumb and women are stupid.
Okay, thanks for that.
1-800-5800-TOM.
I'm taking this very seriously.
Okay.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles, the Tom Leykis Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. A week from Friday, we'll be announcing the release of the 2006 Leykis calendar, and you can get a copy of it and get the Leykis themselves to sign it. That'll be at Vault 350 in Long Beach. Doors open around 2. Show begins around 3 p.m. 1 week from Friday. November 11th is the date. So we'll be coming to the LBC again 1 week from Friday, November 11th, at Vault 350. I keep thinking it's this Friday for some reason. Don't let me confuse you. Let me be the one who's confused. Okay, it's a week from Friday. And, you know the deal. Vault 350, great venue. We've had a good time there in the past. You can go to fmtalkeye.com for information. And, yes, by the way, this is not like Boys Night Out. Men and women are welcome. All you have to be is over 21. There is no cover charge, no minimum, no nothing. You come, you watch. If you want to booze with us, you can. If not, you can just be a freeloader. We don't care. It's okay. We're just down there promoting the cause. You know the deal. So, again, it's a week from Friday. It's November 11th at Vault 350 in Long Beach. Doors open at 2 or whenever I finish the sound check. Maybe it'll be 2:30. Tough luck. And then the show begins at 3 L.A. time. That's the deal. You don't need tickets. You don't have to jump through hoops. You don't have to do anything. And our producer is going through all of the hot chicks who've sent photographs. If you're in L.A. 9 or 10, you send your photograph in, and you'll be in the VIP area with the band, essentially. That's the way that works. And then we will show you off to everybody on stage. Should be fun, I think. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Have you ever been 101? Have you ever 101 somebody and then told them that you 101 them? By the way, here's one of the emails I received from somebody. Somebody forwarded me a message from Craigslist. I was telling you about this. Here's somebody somebody who has not discovered the Tom Leykis Show again. These are from anonymous contributors to Craigslist. Says here, they never want to take you to lunch or dinner. They only want to meet at Starbucks, and they won't even get you your drink. And if you insist on meeting at a restaurant, they are never hungry. So you're left to eat by yourself. And when the bill comes, they ask you if this is Dutch or if you're footing the whole bill. And then it says in parentheses, WTF. And the first two words are what the. Yeah. One guy even stood me up just because I insisted on meeting for dinner instead of Starbucks. Oh, and going to hotels, they will only agree to go to really cheap motels, and when you suggest a nicer hotel, they stop calling you. Can somebody tell me why these guys are so cheap? I can tell you why they're so cheap. Because I told them to be cheap. That's right. Colleen, listening online from Phoenix. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Colleen.
How are you doing?
Do you care?
Actually, no, not really.
Oh, okay.
I've been listening to you for about 5 years now with my husband, who really adores you. And I've been pissed off at you for sometimes.
Why would you be pissed off at me?
Well, just the comments you make about women. However, lately, I've been right there with you because some of these women are really stupid.
Some of them are stupid.
Yeah, they are. And I realized through you, sorta, unfortunately, that my husband really loves me because I am freaky.
You're a freak?
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Oh, I'll do just about anything for him.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the freakiest thing you've done?
Oh, so far, been with another woman while he was beating both of us.
Really? He was beating both of you?
Yeah.
Wow. How was that?
It was great.
It was great. So let me review. Your husband watched you and another woman getting it on while he beat the two of you, and it was great.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I disagree. I mean, you make general comments about women wanting guys to pay for everything.
I make general comments because they're generally true.
Generally, but I've been noticing lately that more men are not working than the women are.
Where are you seeing this? On Jerry Springer?
Oh, no, in real life.
In real life you're seeing this?
Yeah, everywhere I've worked, the women are working and the men are staying home.
What is the name of the trailer park you saw this?
No trailer park.
Come on, dear. This is not happening in the real world.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. These must be awfully unattractive women.
Oh, no. Some of them are very gorgeous.
Oh, please. Gorgeous women are not supporting slugs who sit at home. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I'd like to see some evidence.
Well, I'd like to show it to you.
You got some?
Unfortunately, I don't. All I know is the women I work with.
Well, take a picture or something. Give me some evidence.
All right, I'll do that.
I need to see that.
I'll do that.
Good.
Because I know a ton of them.
A ton? They probably weigh a ton.
No.
Come on.
No.
Oh, yeah, these are all like swimsuit models and bathing beauties, you're telling me? Or they're supporting slugs who sit at home?
Most of them, yeah.
Come on. That's ridiculous.
No.
Dear, I used to live in Phoenix. You can't pull a fast one on me. I lived there. And I'm telling you, I didn't see that. I saw plenty of hot chicks who lived in Scottsdale, and they had guys who were paying the mortgages, okay? That's what was going on there.
Well, I see that, too, but more and more often, when I come out of the office, I'm seeing the husbands waiting there to pick up the wives.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the husbands aren't working. That just means they're pussy whipped.
No, I've talked to a lot of them in the office, and their husbands aren't working.
Well, again, I don't know what kind of a loser female would do that, but what are you going to do?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You need fat at certain places of the body.
Yeah, right. And if you got big boobs, come on in.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Yeah, the Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. Here's our telephone number. Randy on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How are you, Tom?
I'm doing okay, Randy.
My situation is, this morning I was talking to my wife. I'm 39, and I was taking her to work, and she said something, and this
rolled off my tongue so easily, like it was so natural. I said, "You better not do that, bitch." And it was like I didn't even think about it. I just said it, and all day long it's been bothering her, and I've been laughing to myself about it all day. Like, I can't believe I said it to her, and I don't know. Is it bad or what?
Is it bad? Well, was she being a bitch?
No, we were just driving, and I said it to her.
So
it was just strange, really strange. Like
to me, you only use that term when someone's being a bitch.
But she's a woman. All women are bitches.
Well, I don't think all women are bitches. There are women who are totally cool.
Well,
some are bitches, and the ones who are bitches, I think you need to call them out. By the way, that goes for the C word, too.
Well, yeah, but
I've gone further than you. I've called women the C word. But that's when they were being a C word.
All right, yeah. But she really wasn't being that this morning. We were just driving, and maybe it was something she did yesterday that it stuck in my head or something. But I don't know. It just seems so natural to say that to her, though. That's what I don't understand.
Watching too many hip-hop videos, maybe. I don't know. Jamie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Who is this, Jamie? Yeah, Jamie's here. Finally, it took you long enough. I just want to tell you that you're
there. First of all, I'm putting you on hold. I can tell you're going to be a screamer. You are on hold for 15 minutes and 52 seconds. And that's about normal when you call in here, and we've got a bunch of phone lines going. You have to wait behind the other people. You have to wait your turn, as you just did. Nothing wrong with that. Now you're back on.
I'm back on?
Until you say something stupid again or start screaming over me, and they'll put you on hold again.
I thought you liked screamers.
I like having dialogues with people. That might involve screaming, but I will not sit and listen to a one-way hand dryer like I press the button and get hot air in a bathroom.
Okay, then. All righty, then. So why don't you ask me a question?
I don't know who you are or why you called.
I told your screener.
I didn't talk to my screener. I'm on the air.
Who, by the way, he has issues as well. But I'm going to tell you, I wrote the book on 101.
You did,
and I do it to each other.
I see.
My boyfriend is a 101, and I'm a 101. We're both 101.
How so?
We're both 101s, and we love it that way.
How so?
We started out that way.
How so?
He was doing me. He thought he was going to get me. He was interested in me, and I was interested in him. I wanted sex, and obviously a woman's not going to go after a man unless she wants sex, and vice versa. And so I had the 3-date rule. You give me dinner 3 dates, and he had the rule. I get sex after 3 dates. I told him I'd have it with you tonight, but since you have that rule, we're going to wait the 3 dates. So we had a regular, 3 dates, very nice. He spent $100 each date, and then
he's not 101 in you if he's spending $100 on a date.
We've been having sex for 3 years now, and that's it. We love sex. That's all we do. We
that's great.
Don't go out at all.
That's wonderful.
So see.
So what is your point?
Women too. That is my point.
Okay, you made your point. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. Hans, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Thanks
Not
much
much.
for saving my life, first and foremost.
No problem,
you
son.
know what? Hey, I have a comment, actually, for a lot of these guys who are calling in feeling bad about doing the Leykis 101 thing. You know what? First and foremost, if you were a chick, would you feel bad about doing it? And if you do, you know what? That lets you know where a chick's intentions are to begin with. And number two, if you're calling in and saying, hey, you know what, I'm in this situation and it's a bunch of crap where the women's taking advantage of you, you're not a Leykis 101 student. You know what, you're just a big pussy calling yourself a Leykis 101 student like if you are. You don't got any game at that point. And the guy who called way before that, who said, you know what, I need to spend money on a chick and this and this and that, you know what, those are self-esteem issues. If you feel you need to spend money on a chick, it tells you pretty much that you're a big old pussy, dude.
Yep, I think that's true. James in Imperial Beach, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
I'm okay, James.
Yeah, this is a first-time listener here, first-time caller. I like the show, and I'm real curious about this 101. I'm ready to put it in effect.
All right, well, Thursday, you're listening to us in San Diego on 103.7 Free FM. Thursday, between 5 and 7, you will hear us teach our Leykis 101 class.
All right, cool.
Check your local listings. That's the time you'll hear it in San Diego. Thursday from 5 until 7.
All right, and I got a quick little question for you. I've been seeing this girl, and she lives about 40 minutes away from me, and things have been going pretty good. Been talking on and off for a month now, and then now she sends me an email saying, I don't think this long-distance thing is going to work, and but we could still be friends. What should I do about that?
She doesn't want to have sex with you, so you dump that bitch. You don't need a woman to be your friend. You got enough pals. We'll talk more about that coming up on Leykis 101 this week. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.